you do me like that? Mr. Man, don't you do me like that? Man, don't you do me like that? Hey, Mr. Man, don't you do me like that? Hey, don't you do me like that?
I think it's always wonderful to throw a curve now and then, and put out a recording that is not anything or not quite like the other bands that people affiliate you with. I think that's really cool. But something that I've always felt about this particular band is that although most of the music is really just based in short, 3-4 minute vocal-oriented tunes with hooks and choruses, there's still this muso element to it where, although say it doesn't have like the blistering kind of fast techno licks, there are still a lot of interesting elements happening that you wouldn't typically find in like a straight-ahead rock band. The songs to the casual listener might come off that way, but to someone who is a musician, they're definitely going to pick up that there's that other, musician element going on.
There is a stain on the sun. It could be trouble for everyone as we drift along in space to the throne of the commonplace. Do you think about it? Do you ever think about it?
That said, how do you guys kind of enforce a no big chops rule?
Oh, there are no rules.
No independence, no magic ring, no way that you aren't a part of every single thing. Can't escape consequences, can't escape life. Can't hold your breath forever and you won't hide the knife. If you find your place in heaven, will you find your head in the sand? If you find your place in heaven, will you bury your face in the sand? I've got to get away, driving down to Memphis, get me out of here.
I'm not sure if it's killing me. It feels better playing it than it sounds when we listen back. Isn't that weird?
John?
Yes.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but was the whole of the record pretty much recorded at your place?
Yeah. Well, it was written. The basic tracks were all the thought in terms of the writing aspect, the sketching of the rhythm, guitar, the bass, and the drums were all done at my place. Yes.
But typically, the music comes first. I'm right. So like, we work on an idea. It starts evolving, and then we cut the drums and the bass. And sometimes in the midst of it, I don't know how he does it, but Ty will go, "Wow, I know what this song is about already." I'll go, like, how does that happen? And then all of a sudden, melodies are starting to form in his head. But Ty deals with all that when he goes back to his place and his studio,
Right.
and cuts his guitars and vocals.
The words bounce right off you, and no matter how true, you wouldn't see. We were just trying to convince you, but nothing ever got through. Your strong belief.
Ty, how would you describe the band?
For me, it's this thing that evolves, that I never know what it's going to be, that is just so fun to find out what it's going to be. I mean, it's, like I said, I think of it as like a retreat with friends that we've been doing for many, many years. And every time I enjoy it so much, I can't wait till the next time we do it, And the surprise of it, of there not being any rules, and that it can evolve into things that we maybe didn't foresee ahead of time. That's the fun of it.
Yeah, I know it is the last thing that you wanna hear.
What I like about it, it's like it just seems really fresh every time we get back together to write something. Like even this current session, like the material is so different from anything we've ever done already. And even the song yesterday, And it's like, wow, it's like, it's really hard to attain that type of chemistry where that sort of thing naturally happens, and it does for us. So, I get a lot of satisfaction out of it, so I'm hoping that, eventually enough people will find out about it and feel the same way.